Congratulations! You have been elected as an IAIP Local Association Officer. That is something to be proud of. Your peers, your fellow members, have confidence in your ability to carry out the duties of the association. I'm sure your swearing in said something like that, if that's already happened. So you might be left with a feeling of, what did I sign up for? Now what do I do? We're here to help with all levels of the association. We are here to help you be successful. My name is Vicki Harmon. I am currently on the board of directors, and I work for a company called Bailey Special Risks. I've been a member for a long time, so I really enjoy the opportunity to share some of the experiences I've had through the years. Now, I will say that my local association disbanded several years ago. Somehow there's a lot more interesting things to do than just get together and talk about insurance here in Nashville. So we don't have a local anymore, but that doesn't mean you can't. And it doesn't mean that it has to be an overwhelming amount of work. That's what teamwork is for, and that's why you have an entire board of directors. So let's take a look at what those options are. You could have all kinds of different positions in your leadership roles. This is just a listing of the common positions, but your local association could have other leadership positions that aren't listed here, or you might not have all of these positions. Some associations have directors at large that don't have a specific duty. Some associations might have past president and second past president, so that those most recent two presidents are still on the board and helping out, because it does take a village. We all work together and we can be successful. So let's take a look at some of the resources available to you. So it's a blank slate. I'm newly elected. I've been sworn in. What do I do now? The very first thing you want to look for is your association bylaws. And I will find those. Here we go. We will use Nashville's example. So here you go. We, like I said, we disbanded a few years ago. So this is from 2012, but the information stays the same. I'm going to jump to page 4 so we're not scrolling so much on video. But take a look. Here you've got your local officer positions outlined in the bylaws. And then it talks about the terms, and look at the very next section. That talks about the duties of the officers. And I really will scroll it down. Hopefully it'll scroll slowly. But for each position, it gives you some information about what kind of duties are expected from that position. So first thing you should do, find your copy of the bylaws and read it. Another helpful piece of information is going to come from your association standing rules. If you have standing rules, look for those things. Now, something else to keep in mind. Yes, these things are specific to your association, but what other tools might be available for you? Let's check out the IAIP website. And when you log in, because yes, I've saved my information, we come out here to me, and right here under the quick links, love this, because we've got our community guide, directory guide, homepage, store, education, quizzes, leader, resource, and toolkits. Yeah, it's kind of towards the bottom, but you will find that this is someplace you spend a lot of your time, and you might end up just bookmarking this page because it's a page you will come back to often. Here, you can come through and look at all of the different resources available, regardless of which position you're in. Okay, maybe you're somebody who is, your position on the board is relating to membership, but you might also have things that you need from the forums and things that you need from the admin. Don't feel limited by any of these categories. So I'm going to pop over here to this leadership one, because right here is our model bylaws. Just in case you don't have some local bylaws, maybe you can't find the copy of it and you just want some place to start before you start asking questions, you can come out here and take a look at the model bylaws and then see How do your local bylaws compare to that? Now, that very next link, bylaws, rethinking local association bylaws, is a fabulous, and I hit the download again, but I think I already have that. I do, because this is a one-page document and you should read through it, especially if you've read your bylaws once. You should read through this and then go back and read your bylaws again. Because something we have found throughout the years is that the more flexible the bylaws can be, the easier it is to be successful in your endeavor as an officer. If you're not overwhelmed with all of the things that had to be done 20 years ago that aren't as important today, well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with revising the bylaws to reflect that. So depending on which level of the leadership association you're in, you might be the one leading this, or you might just bring it to the board. If you're the very brand new, never been on the board before director, then instead of saying, hey, let's change everything, it might be a, hey, let's talk about this. And can you help me understand why we do it this way as opposed to that way? So that is a fabulous resource. Another one, let's go back to our website, toolkits. So as you scroll down through these toolkits, you've got stuff about, well, there's for council if you're at the RVP level. And then there's this section of documents that are appropriate and available for all levels of the association. You've got information here for task forces. You've got information, actually that's a leadership presentation on succession planning. There's all kinds of great information out here. And this is just the leadership toolkit. So let's go back. And it could be that you've already seen the toolkits, because here's the video toolkit. And while this video isn't here yet, because I'm recording it today, it's going to be there soon. And this might be where you found it. So, oh, look, the Rethinking Bylaws. There's a video here. I should watch that one because I bet it talks about that page we just looked at. The idea here is that there are resources available. Most of the time, your immediate past president and all those other people who are in your association who have been president before are going to be right there helping you. Sometimes, though, that immediate past president might move on to council director. So they try to help you, they want to help you, but they just don't have the bandwidth to do everything of their current position and be there for you as the mentor in your position. Don't sweat it. Wow, wrong button. Don't sweat it though. It's okay. There are other people available who can help you with these things. And my biggest piece of advice, it does not matter which layer of the organization you are in. If you are the international president, if you are an RVP, if you are a brand new director for your very first position in leadership with the organization, ask for help. Everyone within this association will help you if you just ask. Even if the time comes that you are behind the 8 ball and you're, oh my word, I was supposed to, the deadline for this was 2 days ago and now I'm way behind. What do? Reach out to that more experienced member and ask. Maybe they can actually physically help you with it, but maybe they can just give you the information you need so you can get it done. Ask, ask, ask. Everybody who is around you is willing to help you. And most of them have been in your shoes before. They understand. They might have forgotten that, oh, this deadline's coming up, and that's why they didn't remind you of it proactively. But it's okay. They've been in your shoes. They know what it's like. Ask questions and ask for help. So I hope that this brief video will help you on your journey. I had my contact information on the first slide, bharmon@bsrins.com. If you have any questions, I am always available. Shoot me an email, send me a text. I'm happy to help any way I can. Have a great day.